In today's day and age, probably one of the wisest things you can do is carry the first aid kit on you. Today we're going to be going over this little individual first aid kit here. It's a DIY build I did, so let's break it down and I'll show you what's inside. Hey there, and thank you for stopping by the channel to check us out today. So I've listened to y'all with the most recent poll that I put out, and we had a tie among doing some camping survival stuff or some more solar builds, solar batteries, battery builds, all that good stuff. So today's video is a little something different. We're going to be going over this first aid kit here. And with everything going on in today's day and age, it's probably one of the more wiser choices you can make is to always carry some type of first aid kit on you. And you know, there's those smaller ones you can get at any large retail box store, usually contain some acetaminophen, some Benadryl, usually Neosporin of some type, and a few Band-Aids, which is great and all for minor cuts, scrapes, and that kind of deal. But I have come to find out that having a DIY that can just be a little more beefed up, I guess you could say, is probably a better choice overall. So I'm going to break this down for you, and I'll pull out as much as I can, and I'll lay it out all right here in front if I can. So Pluto, I'm sorry guy, you're going to have to get out of the way here. First off, this is called, if I remember correctly, this is the brand right here. It is called an IFAK, which stands for Individual First Aid Kit. So pack itself is about 6.5, almost 7 inches tall. It's about 4 inches wide, and this one is actually pretty full. So as you can see, it's almost fully extended, and it's almost 4 inches front to back, fully or filled here rather. All around it, you can see it still has some mole straps here, or molly straps, however you like to pronounce them. These are all Velcroed right here, so you can take them off. Comes with these cool patches. Dual zippers on the outside here. Goes all the way, opens 3/4 of the way. Nice little handle carrying case right here. And these are individual mole straps. I will unclip this real quick. And so this can clip to your backpack, which is actually the way I have it clipped it to my get home bag. There'll be a video on that later as well. So make sure if you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you would like to follow up with some more builds as we go through this, and more bag reviews and all that good stuff. And if you haven't caught this channel, or you're not a member of this channel anyway, there's lots of radios and other communication stuff on this channel, so I implore you to go check them out. Anyway, so this goes back to, here are the straps, the snap little rivet straps. Like I said, I have this just looped through a couple of molly strings, molly straps on my go bag. So this actually hangs off the side as is. But it's actually quite convenient for the bag, the get home bag I have. So let's go ahead and open it up. And it is not an affiliate link, but I will put the link in for the bag. I did get this off Amazon. And some of the stuff inside I also got off of Amazon, but there's a little too much to list. And you'll want to customize this bag more so for your needs. I highly suggest you do that anyway. All right, so we'll start on the left over here. There is a travel container of Tylenol. Carry personal medication in that. This is a snake bite kit. It's one of those you can get at a sporting goods store. And I'm going to try to turn this and get it as close to the camera as I can without knocking everything else over, and without bumping the camera, because we're about as zoomed out as we can here to get as much field of view. As you can see, these are just elastic, kind of like molly straps, but they're just elastic here to pull and give you room to put whatever you want. So there's 6 right here, 3 in the front, 3 right behind here on the larger strap between the netting and here. And then in here, I'm not going to pull everything out, but there's quite a bit. There is some anti-itch hydrocortisone in here. There's some triple antibiotic single packages. I actually don't think I have that much in here, so maybe I'll get them out. We have some stomach ailment. There we go. All right, that actually came out pretty easy. This is all like triple antibiotic ointment, which would be your Neosporins. There's your hydrocortisone anti-itch cream. A couple of travel Zyrtec allergy stuff. And yes, there is quite a bit in here because I did pack this thing. A few alcohol preps. As we still go through Zyrtec, more alcohol preps. And I believe this is all going to be more triple antibiotic ointment. Yes, there's a lot of that because, again, this goes with me everywhere, and especially when I'm out on hikes or camping trips. Any little, nick and scrape out there in the wilderness. Thankfully, I usually also carry water, something to wash off with. You want to keep plenty of your antibiotic, triple antibiotic cream on you at all times. So that's all in the netting area right here. This back up. And right behind here is another large opening. So we have some Coflex, which is that bandage that you can wrap, not quite ace wrap, but it adheres to itself. So if you've ever had your lab work done, usually this is what they wrap your arm in. Small roll of that. That's the little, I believe it's like an inch or 3/4 inch wide. There's just some simple gauze in here, single use. Then all in the back here, I will pull these out too. We got different size band-aids. There's the like butterfly wing bandages, some non-stick 2x3 gauze. There's some more gauze back there. Oh, there we go. Another small roll of gauze, and as you see, all the band-aids are falling out. Gauze, more band-aids. Some of the smaller X butterfly ones, and most of those are the ones I've packed. Again, they just have a larger area. You've got a larger adhesive area, a little bit better than just your single, finger caught band-aids. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with those, but you're gonna have to, if you're gonna especially be outdoors or whatever, you want more coverage area, then of course you could wrap it if need be. All right, so that's everything on the left side here, which would be the face of the bag. And I'll just move that out of the way. I know it's a mess. So over on the right, we have medical grade shears for cutting open clothes if need be. There's a small pair of personal hygiene nail clippers, more so just fingernail size. Tweezers, 2 sets. And then over here, we have field grade tourniquets with a timestamp that's printed on them. And usually also in my go bag, I carry a Sharpie and a pen so that you can write on here. And if you are not familiar with these, I highly suggest you look in at least getting one and you learn how to use it. These can definitely save someone's life. These are made to clot, entire limbs if need be. I carry 2 of them. I believe the only thing I left in the back here is the instructions, in case I am not the one having to deploy this, on how to use these tourniquets. I kept them in here for exactly that reason, in case I happen to be the one that is injured or disabled and someone needs to do this for me. So, again, I apologize. It is all messed over here. It's messy over here. But that right there is all inside this little case. And put together, even with all this weight, it probably weighs no more than 1.5 pounds for all this. And I always still kind of look to upgrade this bag. If I had to redo it, or if there's something I would be adding, it definitely would be an EpiPen. That can, again, go for anyone. That's probably the only thing immediately that I would be packing in here for an everyday use. Now, again, this goes on my go bag for when I'm just out, usually around doing errands and traveling, in case I have to walk home, or in case, of course, there is help needed out there. In go bag is also other personal things such as diabetic supplies or diabetic sugar tablets, stuff like that. So that bag is always attached here. So I have technically more medical stuff on the side if need be. But if you ever want to just go, say, hiking, which I have done before, I just detach it from my go bag. I put it on maybe my day bag that just has a water bottle and such on it. So that's what makes having this little DIY kit great, is it could just be reattached somewhere else. Or heck, you can even put this on your belt if you want, or have it strapped and hang off your belt, whatever. So I highly suggest, guys, that you get into making your own DIY first aid kit instead of buying the ones, again, from the store. They're great starting place, don't get me wrong, but I personally believe you need a little bit more than just some Neosporin and Band-Aids in case of more so major things going on. The world's kind of crazy out there, guys. We all know this. So it's better be safe than sorry. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, I'd appreciate if you send it to someone. And I want to thank everyone who's still watching and supporting the channel. We are fully monetized now, so I kind of want to throw that out there if I haven't before. So that's all thanks to everybody out there who keeps supporting the channel and watching. So again, greatly appreciate everybody. And until then, always be getting ready. We'll catch you around next time.